Today is a big milestone for the Dyal quintuplets. They are celebrating their 5th birthday. There was singing, there was ice cream tonight, and there to lead it all was their mom, Stacy. You see, just 5 months ago, she didn't know if she'd be here tonight to celebrate with them. Stacy is alive today thanks to a liver transplant. It was her 3rd liver transplant.
The liver was not doing what it was supposed to do, and that basically I would need a new liver.
There's no other way to fix it other than a transplant.
It was very hard. It was basically the hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my life.
Mommy!
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey! Did you have fun today?
Stacy Dyal's children light up when she picks them up from preschool.
Come on, guys. Hey!
Being able to hug their mother is something that once seemed very far away.
So when they'd say, "When is Mommy coming home?" my answer was always, "As soon as she can."
Stacy was just 25 years old when she was diagnosed with chronic liver failure.
It was pretty critical at that time, so they didn't actually wasn't able to give me the best liver that they could give me because of, it was kind of like I only had like maybe an hour left. It was that severe. It was quick.
5 years later, at the age of 30, she got pregnant.
I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Mama.
But the stress of carrying quintuplets proved too much for her donor liver. And doctors told her the only option was another transplant.
They finally just said, you know, there's nothing to fix it. We're going to have to just wait, which is the hard part.
And did you ever think about dying or?
Oh yes, I did, more than once. And I knew in my heart that, you know, I would be okay if I did. But when it came to my family, that was the hard part.
As Stacy got sicker, she moved toward the top of the waiting list. She became so swollen, her children at first didn't recognize her when they went to visit her in the hospital.
Hey, bud, what you doing? I knew God wouldn't make me their mother and then take me away from them. I just felt that that was my purpose.
Then, an answer to prayer. A match was found. Stacy had a 2nd transplant.
I never forget the look on the doctor's face when they walked in the room. And the surgeon just looked at me and she just shook her head. And she said, "I don't understand it. I don't know why. But it's blocked."
He soon learned his wife needed yet another liver transplant.
At that point, we knew then, you know, it's round 3. You know, here it comes. You know, there's no other option.
While they waited for another donor to be found, Stacy finally got to come home and be with her children, but only for a few days.
And next thing I know, my phone rings, and they said, "We have you a liver. Can you be here in 30 minutes?" And the kids just lost it. We went out. As I'm walking out the door, they are screaming and banging on the window. When we backed out of the driveway, the lights hit the window. It was horrible.
I was crying when Mommy left. That's all I did.
He said, "I don't know what's the next step," because surgically, he has done all he can do. But if her body keeps shutting down like this, but he said, you know, I don't know how many more opportunities we're going to get. And that hit home.
Come on, Kendall.
Daddy!
Now, nearly 5 months after her 3rd transplant, Stacy is doing remarkably well.
When you got that phone call saying they had a liver for you, this liver you'd been hoping and praying for, what was that like?
It was exciting. It was exciting, but I knew it was going to be a journey, another journey.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that you had life meant someone had to give their life.
Mm-hmm. That's the hard part when you think of it like that. And you have to, you know, because somebody has to give in order for me to receive.
The Dyals don't know whose liver gave Stacy the gift of life, only that it was a young female in her 20s.
Without it, she wouldn't be here. That's simple. God don't promise tomorrow. He promised the future, but not tomorrow.
It makes you open your eyes and realize, okay, you got a certain amount of time on this world, so you know, enjoy it and do what you love, and you know, and that's just my kids.
Making memories each day, treasuring every second. So you may be wondering, just how rare is it to have multiple liver transplants? Well, since the 1980s, about 1,000 people have had 3 liver transplants, 100 have had 4, and only 13 people have had 5. Now, before you go to bed, please make a note to go to our website, firstcoastnews.com, and click on this story, because once you do, you can sign up to be an organ donor with just the click of a button. It is very easy, and that click of a button, by registering, you could save up to 8 lives. And I'm so happy to report that Stacy had a checkup at the doctor today, and doctors told her she is doing great.